We had a pretty easy climb to Legend with this Handbuff Death Knight, and it's definitely not hard to play, and it's pretty strong. So I'm gonna give you a quick guide about the deck, talk about the mulligans, win rates, and some tips so you know what to expect with and against it. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I would really appreciate if you drop a like and subscribe to the channel. Now, let's check it out.
You are not prepared!
This is the variant we used, and as you see, it's pretty popular right now, with pretty decent win rates, sitting at 56.6, definitely nothing to sneeze at. And here's the full deck. As you heard, it's a hand buff, so the main gist of it is you make some very big men, and you can either win through sheer big stats, or from some OTK potential with the help of things like your Darkhorn Quilter, or from your Gnome Muncher. You have several different ways of buffing your minions very big, with the help of things like Lesser Spinal, Spellstone, and the cool thing about this thing is you don't spend corpses, you just need to be gaining corpses while this is in your hand. So you're fine playing this and still have plenty of corpses to work with. A couple of Morbid Swarms give you some corpses with a couple of 1/1s, and that's usually what you're gonna want to use it for. Even though the 4 damage sometimes might also come in clutch, but you'd probably have better things to use corpses for. Blood Tap is a card you could be spending corpses for, and you only need 2 to get extra +1/+1, so it's definitely worth it, you can do it. Brittlebone Buccaneer helps you big time, and you could tempo this out as soon as turn 2, but you can also hold off playing it around turn 6, turn 7, where you can really pop off with things like the minis from the Amateur Puppeteer. But if you tempo this out, you get to follow up with things like Dreadhound Handler, with Show Fallen Baron, that kind of stuff, and that can be pretty nice as well. Or you could even pretend this thing is not gonna die and tempo it around turn 3 or 4, and then follow up with an Amateur Puppeteer the turn after, and that can be pretty cool. The Dreadhound Handlers are pretty nice because they're basically 3 corpses on a stick as well as a bunch of rush, so that can be worth. The Poison Breath, you basically use it as a single target removal either on your hero power or on the handler if you need it, so you could deal with some bigger, better men. And you could also actually use it on your Quilter, which is honestly the better use case scenario in most cases, because this way, every time this thing attacks a single time into one of the minions, it instantly kills it, and it can start attacking everything else instead. The Shambling Zombies are kinda cool. You could tempo out a lot of stats like this, but it's not something you want to be holding on to in the early turns. It's something you'd rather play once it's at least with +3, let's say, so it actually makes sense, and it also is spending 5 corpses, so it's gonna be a while till you get yourself rolling. The Baron helps you a lot with the card draw, and you definitely want to be having a big hand size so you can actually utilize all of those buffs for hands, and both this thing plus the Sanguine Infestation help you big time on that front. We have a single copy of a Seamstress in here, so you can actually heal a bunch if you really need to. It is a rush minion with lifesteal and rush, no reborn on it though, because we don't have blue in this one, and it's a pretty nice way to heal back to full with ease. The Toy Snatching Geist also makes a lot of sense because this thing is okay to get buffed, because the more you buff it, the cheaper the minion you discover from it would be. So even a couple of buffs make sure that you are going to be able to play something like a 0 mana 4-drop or something like that. So that can be pretty nice, and some of the big MVPs you could be pulling off from this guy would be another Quilter, another Gnome Muncher, which would be pretty awesome to be getting a cheap one, or a cheap Quilter for that matter. And yeah, you basically have all sorts of other different high roll undeads. Show Fallen Baron wouldn't be too bad, another Dreadhound Handler is fine, that kind of stuff, and also the 8 mana guy, he basically is always going to be giving you a 0 mana dude. Like I said, the Quilters are super MVP with poison, but you can also just tempo him as soon as you buff him a little, because it's not exactly very easy for a lot of opponents to actually handle something like a 6-8 or something like that. So don't be afraid to tempo this guy, but also consider against some matchups you might actually need to OTK the opponent somehow with the help of a very big Quilter and a very big Gnome Muncher. And the way that's gonna happen is you're gonna play a big Quilter first on turn 10, let's say, and after that play a Gnome Muncher, and this way the Quilter is gonna start blasting first and preferably kill everything from the board, and then the Gnome Muncher can waltz face because there's no other opponents. Or, you know, if the opponent is the lowest health enemy, that can also work. The Nerubian Swarm Guards are definitely pretty nice and defensive, and you could be using them obviously offensively, like even if you buff these guys with +3/+3, they are gonna be obscenely broken for a lot of opponents to deal with. And you can definitely do a +3/+3 on this thing as soon as turn 4, so that would be a bunch of 4/6s as soon as turn 4. Not very many classes can actually handle something like that soon, and obviously they can grow a lot bigger than that. Nightmare Xavius is also pretty interesting. You could get a lot of high rolls in here, including things like Gnome Muncher into charge, wink wink, you're gonna know what I'm talking about. You could also get an extra 2/2 from a Dreadhound Handler, which can be pretty cute. Extra 2/2 out of the Amateur Puppeteer would be pretty awesome. -2 on the Puppeteer would be great. -2 on right about most of these things would be great, like 0 mana Brittlebone could be insane. insane. So yeah, Xavier's definitely felt real nice in here. The Sanguine Infestation helps you big time with the cycle of the deck, so you can actually have some more things to actually buff on, or just the buffs, that kind of stuff. Helps you get closer to your actual game plan, and it's also kind of annoying for the opponent, because they will want to be killing it ASAP. Amateur Puppeteers, very, very big hand buff potential with this one, and you will be happy to give it more reborns and such, so that'll be pretty nice. And like I said, you could either tempo this guy and try to follow up with this, or you could just play this and then follow up with Brittle Bone and the 1-mana Idiots instead, and that can be kinda cool. And lastly, we have the Gnome Muncher, another great way for you to be healing back to full, and a great way to kill the opponent if you manage to set it up, but like I said, you will need a big Quilter and a Gnome Muncher in most cases, unless the opponent is not careful and just clears something like a big Nerubian Swarm Guard, without actually putting something small on the board for this guy to smack on. All around, the deck doesn't really try to do all that much in the first few turns. Ideally, you will be opening up with something like Swarm Ants into a turn 2 Dreadhound or a Brittle Bone into a turn 3 card draw, and so on and so forth, and that's when you actually kind of want to be starting to buff stuff. So yeah, you don't really tempo out way too much in the early turns. You most of the time don't do too much. And just wait for a turn 4, turn 5, where you get to start blasting some bigger, better men, and that's where you start really overvaluing the opponent, reset the board, and take it from there. Matchup-wise, here's what we can see. Izarimi Priest definitely is not amazing for you if the game goes their way, but if you manage to tempo them out, and they don't have too much removal, you could be pretty nice against them, unless they have a bunch of repackage and bobs, that would be a problem. But as you see, everything else is pretty good. And for the mulligan, here's what people have been holding on to. Going first, you are going to be looking for the Handler, for the Swarm, for the Baron. Amateur, I would hold on to only if I already have somewhat of a decent curve. Brittle Bone is usually pretty nice going first. If you're curving into a Sanguine, that'd be great. That kind of stuff. The rest probably not so hot, even though I guess Lesser Spinal is not the worst if you already have some other couple of good cards. On the coin, again, plenty of the same stuff. Here I'd say Amateur is a bit more keepable, but I would still like to have a little bit of a curve. Toy Snatching is not so bad here because it's basically a card that gives you another card with a discount nonetheless, so you could be doing some broken things, but all around kind of the same deal. The deck is super cheap if we gotta be completely honest. Xavius is an absolute no-brainer for anybody, so the deck is basically free to play. We only have a Seamstress, which is by no means a necessary card. There's plenty of variants without the Seamstress as well. Like here's another one with the Rite of Atrocity, for instance, that kind of stuff. So it's a very, very cheap deck. Anybody can craft it, and anybody can even reach Legend with it if they know how to play it. Hope the guide helped you, and if it did, I would really appreciate it if you consider subscribing to the channel and leaving a like to the video. Now, let's check out some of the games on our road to Easy Legend with this one. Hope you enjoy. Shaboy has been making some mad moves these past few months, not gonna lie. You guys don't even realize the shit that's about to happen for me. It is kinda insane. It is literally low-key insane. Okay, what are you thinking here?
This is my first time playing the deck, so I have no idea.
As you said, we have so much in common.
Oh, great.
Yeah, look at us, a couple idiots trying to... couple idiots
Speak for yourself,
fighting for third.
Speak for yourself.
You just said you haven't played the deck. Okay, it's just a handler, I'd say. Let's just keep the handler and call it a day. Well, no problem. First time playing the deck, we have Mulligan, guys. What a nice little natural plug over there. The most natural plug over there.
Oof.
Okay.
Oof, oof, oof.
Alrighty then. I'd say we coin out one of these Brittle Bone idiots, and we're just gonna start Brittle Boning. This guy is a Zarimi Priest, so he doesn't have much in terms of removal in his early turns, so yeah, this Brittle Bone is gonna be sticking around for a long while. Next turn, the Dreadhound Handler is gonna remove whatever he plays, and turn after him, Blood Tap will be active for you to buff some good stuff, even though right now we don't have good stuff to buff.
Yeah.
Alrighty then. Yeah, thanks a lot, guys. It is honestly amazing the things that are about to happen.
You said the Handler, right? Handler, right?
Mm-hmm. The plan remains.
Okay. Just double checking.
For sure. Reevaluating our life choices after the top deck, obviously.
Yeah.
Yesterday we had an insane 1 hour coaching session off stream. Literally 1 hour, nothing but wins. some super cool
Oh, nice.
moments of, you know, just... What am I trying to say? A lot of teachable moments and whatnot. Alas, my dumbass didn't record it, but to be fair, it was another Zarimi Priest coaching sesh, so I already put out one of those, so there's that. Well, the 2-1 can double slap into that thing. The 2-1 can double attack into it with the Reborn Idiot. And honestly, I'd much rather use this Morbid for a couple of 1-1s and just hero power and double trade the 1-2. This way, next turn we're playing Sanguine, and turn after Blood Tap will buff a lot more idiots. Problem against this guy is he does have some pretty awesome removal against you. If he's also running Bob, that'd be shit. If he's running Shadow Word Rune, that'd be horrible. And on turn 7 he also has Repackage, so we might find ourselves in a fucky spot. This is kinda cool, but I'd really rather draw a bunch, so let's still go with Sanguine. Okay, a couple of minions, not the worst thing to hand buff real soon. All of the 1-1s can attack and the 1-3 passes, so that the suckers can suck. So the small 1-1s kill. And the leeches are gonna finish it off. That's about it. Got another 4-hour plus Raid Shadow Legends stream. I've been starting doing these free coaching streams on Raid Shadow Legends, and honestly it's super fun helping the community like this, and it's also not a very bad idea of actually getting genuine, interested people in the game. Interested in what I'm doing as well, because, you know, it's kinda... If I'm helping them, they're also probably more likely to be watching me for my other shit, so it's kinda cool like that. Kind of fun. Okay, we're getting very close to the point of no return where this guy's gonna fuck us over. So we need to do something somewhat decent right now, I'd say. But you don't have anything too amazing to do, honestly. If you just play your amateur puppeteer, that might be interesting. I really wish we had something like Darkthorn or at least No Muncher or some shit like that, but so far that is not the case. I'd say you still just play the Puppeteer and call it a turn. I don't think we're gonna be able to do much more than that, even if you do something
I play him
else.
on the right. I play him on the left, right?
Doesn't matter, yeah, left is probably better. Right is also not a bad idea, given that your right minions are less quality than the left ones. Just pass, no need to do anything here.
Okay.
Let's just remain on the board. If he has, what's it called? Fly off the shelves. It's not gonna be ideal, but we're not really caring too much about this, I think. Ah, jeez, Rick. What the fuck was that supposed to be?
What?
Well, good thing we didn't make the trades, that would have been even worse for you. Okay, there's his fly off the shizzle. Pretty dumb. The problem is... Right now he could do a fucking repackage, that'd be a damn shame. But if he doesn't have repackage, we might actually fuck him nicely here. So I think we're gonna use one blood tap. And a couple of zombie tanks. Yeah, play a couple of those, and yeah, if he doesn't have it, he's fucked. If he does, we're fucked. But he also doesn't advance much, at least. So far he only played 3 dragons. So we got that going for us, which is nice, but let's hope repackage is not a part of his hand. Off the fucking top, isn't it? Okay, thank fuck.
Oh my goodness. I thought he was about to do it.
Well, that's kind of worse. If he still has it in there, we're kind of screwed. This makes it even worse. If he doesn't have it, the good play would be Brittle, Amateur, Chill Fallen. But if he does have it, that's gonna be the final nail in our coffin. But I still think you do it. If he has it, we lose. If he doesn't, we win. So Brittlebone,
Okay.
Show Fallen first after the Brittlebone.
The citadel stands strong.
And Amateur Puppeteer, and call it a turn. Again, still not a single minion worth really buffing here, sadly, but
I know,
what it
right?
is.
Yeah.
If he doesn't have the answer here, he's done. Even with a Zarimi, he's not gonna win here if he had one, and he can't even play it because he's so far off. And also, his hand, it needed to be exactly Naralex, Briar. No, he can't even have a hand right now. It has to be Naralex, Acera, Briar, and let's say Zarimi, but he is so far off the dragons. It's never happening. Where's that Afro house you promised? This sounds affront. Yeah, is he dead? He's dead to Dreadhound Handler. You could even start off with Blood Tap or even just poison it, but Blood Tap sounds cooler. Dreadhound. You can even use Hero Power instead of reborning it, but reborning it is also enough. Easy.
Nice.
Okay. It's kind of funny picking all sorts of different decks nowadays and just doing well with them. Like, I never in my wildest dreams imagined I'd be able to do what I'm actually capable of doing nowadays on this game. Like, back when I started, I needed to watch several guides for a deck, play the deck for 20 games, look at the mulligan stats, think about them, the matchups. Now I just fucking fire any old deck, and as long as it's not some absolute broken, degenerate combo deck, I can just do 90% well with it from the first game. It's kinda insane.
Gul'dan versus Gul'dan. Coming to fruition.
The last act of sacrifice is mine.
Dreadhound Handler is cool.
Are we getting rid of the rest?
Kinda like the lesser sticking around for a while. The rest can go, I'd say, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you know it ain't. Coaching my little ass off. What the fuck is this even? Is this guy completing a quest or something?
Wheel.
Is it?
Yeah.
Why is he
Yeah.
running this shit? Looks like
That's
some
what I've
kind of
seen
menagerie
everybody
bullshit.
running it.
Anyway,
That's what I've
point out
seen
a
everybody
hero
that
power
was
into the-
running it.
Wait a minute then. Like, what the fuck is this deck trying to do?
There's not much time.
I think you coin out a hero power here into the 2-1.
Okay.
Why the fuck does he run a Wisp in here though? So he doesn't overdraw or some shit?
Yeah.
Weird. So it's probably
Same
wasn't
reason
a
that
good
the-
idea to coin then.
Yeah, I don't know. Oh, there Wispies.
Put down the handler so we get more courses faster. Yeah, kill one.
Yeah, I figured.
Hmm. hero parent face. Sad.
Yeah.
Next turn maybe it's Xavius. I think we should be able to win here. Since he doesn't have much in terms of minions on the board, making a big Dark Horn Quilter will be cool.
Still the Xavius?
Show Fallen is also kind of tempting, but let's think about it. It's probably Xavius better, yeah. If this guy with this location and his bullshit would be pretty bad. Charge on the Gnome Muncher is pretty hot. Yeah, that's about it. Charge it up. And face.
Okay.
So basically this guy's gonna deal the damage twice. So all we gotta do is buff him up to 10 or 15 way things are going and just fuck him.
Yeah.
And you're almost there, by the way. You just need one more buff card and a bunch of corpses. That ain't bad. Let's whip that out. So yeah, I think it's a turn 7 GG with the Gnome Muncher way things went. Pretty lucky to get that. I mean, it's not guaranteed it's gonna be the lowest health enemy though, so there's that too.
Yeah.
But for a turn 10 it could be a very big Quilter with Gnome Muncher, and that ought to do it too. Wouldn't mind a Brittlebone right about now.
Yeah.
Close. So is it even a good idea for us to be playing the Cho Fallen? Because that is a lot of draw. Is he gonna mill the shit out of us? I guess
Probably.
we don't care. Yeah, but we don't care. Let's see the Cho Fallen. It's not like we're a combo deck.
Okay.
Played a small Puppeteer and a Dreadhound Handler. 5 is going face. The 2-1 can go into the 4-4, I guess. Couple of 8-8s, huh? It's not ideal, but nothing a Quillbore with Poison News can't fix. Yeah. Right now, this could be a move for lethal, by the way. If you go Quillbore after you've buffed it with the 1 mana. So yeah, we'll use the 1 mana buff. And Quillbore Poisonous, and if he only spends his turn dealing with this fat fuck, instead of putting more shit on, we could just kill him with the big ass. No Muncher after that.
Okay.
Bet on it. Sadly, that's a very sticky fucker. A fucker of the sticky kind. Oh, he unfucked it. Well, hero power GG in it. Easy, you greedy fuck. Bet he wishes he kept those wisps now, didn't he? Hero power into it and left no Muncher can fuck him up. After
Oh
you
shit!
start, good job.
Fuck! Yeah. Fucking idiot.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I forgot that it had charge. I'm not used to
So
it having
why
charge.
did we
I fucked
celebrate
it up.
GG if it doesn't have charge?
Oh my god. I'm so stupid. Ugh, idiot.
He doesn't put anything on the board, he's still dead. Hero power GG still. but that was painful to look at.
Yeah, yeah.
Put no muncher first. Yeah, put it no muncher as well. Fuck him.
Okay.
But please kill 2-1.
Oh my god.
The game is
Can't believe I
giving,
did
but
that.
would you take it?
Oh my god.
Wisdom is chasing you, but you always seems to be faster.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
Showing dominance
space.
over there.
Yeah.
We're showing this guy that we're better than him. We don't need good RNG to fuck him, you know?
Well,
that.
you know, it wouldn't be a coaching session for me if there wasn't a fuck up at least once.
It ain't
so.
gonna fuck itself.
Gul'dan! Your soul shall be alive! Get back to work!
Yeah. We were running laps. Guy probably didn't even realize we had charge there, by the way.
He probably read it and was like, "What an idiot!"
Nah, I don't think he even realized. He didn't even emote you. Okay, brittle bone is fine, snatching geist is fine, and with a curve like that, I mean... If we have brittle bone, we're looking for death rattle shit, like dread count and chill fallen at least.
Mm-hmm.
Let's just keep
You don't
toy
wanna keep
snatching
the-
and brittle. Because toy snatching could give you one of those death rattles anyway, so it's something like a safety net. So brittle bone plus toy
Okay.
snatching is the keeps.
Okay.
There's not that many 3 or less idiots. There you go, perfect. Another warlock of all people.
Yeah.
Almost out of time.
Yay.
That was a mistake.
Just a pass.
Pass.
Yeah.
Are they playing Zerg stuff?
Apparently. Well, roll away. Brittle. Okay, chill away.
The citadel stands strong.
That's about it. Chilling like a villain.
Geist?
Yeah, let's see what's in the toy snatching. That is a taunt. It's not worth coining, but it's a taunt. Killer, that is. The
Should we take it?
Stitch and Stew is also kind of cool, but I don't know, a bit too slow in it. Yeah, take the Black Knight. 2 mana Black Knight never hurt nobody. What else? What else? Attack your show fall into the 1/6. We do want it that soon. Problem is... Oh, fuck. Now we're gonna actually overdraw. Play that 1 mana lesser spell. It's kind of dumb, but it is what it is. You have plenty of other buffs, that's all.
Okay.
That Ember. Whip that bad boy out. And don't attack with the chill, because that's... I mean, no, actually coin the 1 mana, what are we talking about? Coin that 1 mana, idiot, and chill fall on attack so you have bigger, better hands. Or bigger, better buffs once these are dead. And that's about it.
The citadel stands strong.
Okay.
I grow weary.
The Chill Fallen kills the 1-2, see what that do. The 1-1 can kill itself into the 1-3. Play a 2-mana Blood Tap. Again.
Again?
Yeah. And played a Dreadhound Handler. And kill the 1-2 with it. Go fast with the rest. This doesn't summon shit right now, right? Nice.
For him, no.
Yeah, it's a pretty fun deck, Zeepin. This is also a pretty good one too. Imbue is a pretty linear-ish deck. Doesn't have great recoverability tools, but just don't fall back and you should be fine, I guess. Let's play the 3-mana Toy Snatching, guys. That's gonna give you 0-mana minion guaranteed.
Let me think a second.
Wow, they're so big. Rainbow Seamstress is fine, I guess.
Okay.
Get the 4-mana Dark Horn Quilter. The 0-mana Seamstress can attack into the 1-6. The 2-6 can attack into the 1-6. And the rest can go face, I guess. I think we're fine with that. We didn't want him to gain 10 armor. I mean, technically still will. I don't know, whatever. I guess we could have prevented that a little bit better if the 1-5 killed the 1-1, but I think it's whatever. Well, I guess it wasn't so whatever. Now he's gonna get a lot of dormant shit.
Yeah, that's the whole point.
But we also got the Reborn on the 2-1, so more shit for us. This No Muncher is nice and munchy, but we don't have enough for lethal.
I mean, he's getting 20 armor, so...
He's also gonna overdraw, which is not the worst idea in the world, I guess. Fuck is this? Oh my goodness! Oh, of your minions that died, so...
Yeah, he just got
Ancient
the,
of
Ancient of Yore, yeah.
Mildly annoying, innit? Well, a couple of 1-1s do attack it.
Oh my god.
No, that's kinda useless, isn't it?
Yeah.
Played a 4-mana Sanguine Infestation, see what that do. Just what I was afraid of. Nothing. 2-mana Zombie Tank. And, I don't know, Hero Power or something. Okay. That's gonna be a lot of fatigue he's taking. Is that right? If I didn't know any better, I'd say that is not very bright. He is gaining armor in the process, but that's a lot of fatiguage.
Yeah.
Okay. And no Muncher is probably not gonna get a much better turn than this. Anything else we do first? We don't have any more bloods. We have one more lesser, but it's not doing all that much. Yeah, played a 6 mana no Muncher, and the rainbow seems just because she's thick. And just go face.
Okay.
Could use a trim.
He's gonna play.
Why was that end turn effect in that order? What the fuck? Wasn't it supposed to
What?
be Leech, Leech, Gnome? That looked wrong. Probably gonna have layover.
Yeah.
Yeah, jeez, Rick. I mean, he's still fatiguing. Does he have Kill Jaden in there? They do. Just needs a turn to play it. This guy's seriously trying to die? Fuck, wish we weren't locked. We should not have played the free-free. Wish we
Yeah,
were
we
not
can't
locked.
do anything.
There's not a single card off the top that does. Actually, there is. If you trade about this Black Knight and that gives you one of the 2 Morbid Swarms, you could kill off your own shit and kill it with...
Let's trade.
I mean, we're still not able to kill anything because this is a very small handler. Tradable, it's still. As if. Played a 4 mana Sanguine for the card draw. Nothing.
Nothing.
Pass. What the fuck was that order? Did the second leech not even suck? It did, but it didn't show, did it?
It did. Yeah, it did, but yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
what about the board, bud? What about that board of ours? GG, I say. Cool story, Bob. Tell it to somebody who cares, though. You can fuck right off. Okay, he's gonna gain a bunch of armor. Okay, hold up. We have the Muncher. We could also hero power Poisonous. I mean, we don't even need to do that. If you smack face with the 13, smack the face with the 13. Is he the lowest health? 1 off.
After we kill this, yeah.
I mean, we don't want to kill this. We don't have to do that. It's 1 off lethal if we do that. It's gonna be a 50-50 if you no Muncher. But wait a minute. It's gonna be 50-50, guys.
Wouldn't we kill the 7/7 with the poison and then play the no muncher?
It's 1
And
off
it goes
lethal.
face, and so do these.
It's 1 off lethal. Hero parent his
What?
face and no Muncher. It's a 50-50 lethal, isn't it? There you go. Now it's lethal.
Okay. Okay.
See? That's why I'm on the fucking screen.
No, I know. That's why. Okay.
See? Why just not get him to 1? I mean, it was a 50-50, but you guys' play was never lethal. It was leaving him at 1 health. Ain't nobody got time for that. We had turns left. Yeah, but you guys are asking me, is it lethal? It's not lethal. What I did could have been lethal, and it turned out it was. I don't know. Anyway, full toss, I'd say. Can't keep this without a good hand. I thunk. Like, who knows what this guy had left in his hand? Some kind of more armor. I mean, he was gonna gain 10 more armor for starters, so we weren't getting closer. We were going further away, and that was basically our last direct damage we had. So we had to go, or we were never going. Nope. The other player was losing us.
Coin hero power, really?
We were never recovering from him being at 11. And we are expecting him not to have a way to kill those leeches again? Doubt it. His whole deck is a bunch of control shit. We just never let him to control, because he had to play Kill Jaden last turn. It was never gonna happen like that, guys. Chill Fallen sounds fine.
The citadel stands strong. The citadel stands strong.
Okay, that's kind of cool, but not cool enough just yet. Against the fellow dick, but he's the control-y kind.
Clever, aren't you?
The toy?
Yeah, let's just play the toy. I'd say we save the brittle bone for after we have a bunch of 1/1s from the amateur bullshitter. This is crap.
Ugh.
I guess Mermy is still the most amount of corpses at least.
And play it now, right?
I think so, yeah. I mean, I guess, but are we gonna pretend that's also a 50-50? I don't know, dudes. I think what we did was the play. All day, any day. Let's just tempo an amateur here. Next turn we do need to take care of these leeches, because he could get his big boy too. If he's even running it. Nowadays some actually don't.
Oh. It's a mirror match.
Who the fuck runs
Mirror
Thaumaturge?
match. Yeah.
Also, how the fuck is Morbid Swarm not a blue card? Like, why is it all blue if it's not a blue card? Like, let's use the 2-mana Blood Tap. And use a Brittle Bone. Wait. Should we also use the 1-mana Spinal Spellstone right now? I think you do. Yeah, 1-mana Spinal. Brittle plus Amateur.
Eyes on the horizon! I can't dance any faster!
Okay.
Yeah, I've heard good things about the new spell mage. It's looking kind of interesting. Never really was a fan of those kinds of deck though. I don't know. We'll see. Not my cup of tea. Okay. Deal 4 damage to a leech with the morbids. And just play a couple amateurs again.
Clever, aren't you?
Okay.
And face everything, we don't care about him sucking. It's not how that one's gonna go. Oh fuck. Oh, Hematurge. I mean, at this point, this Quillbore is just absolutely wrecking him, isn't it?
Yeah.
We are gonna blood tap for it first.
I was gonna say we're gonna
We could
blood
also
tap too,
kill
right?
one of these into it.
Yeah.
Technically, we could even kill the 7-3, but that's not really worth it for 2 damage for the cost of 7.
Yeah.
Come on, bruh. Concede's right there.
Time is short. I must report.
Regret. You can just kill off the 2-1 into a 4-4. And after that, play the Quillbore plus... wait, Blood.
Yeah, blood tap, right?
Yeah, Blood, Quillbore, and Poisonous in face. That is lethal. According to my quick maths. It's exactly lethal quick maths.
Yeah. Nice.
Okay, diamond one just like that. Fake Kris.
Rogue. Full toss? Or we keep the...
Sanguine turns out is not such a bad idea to have, because we're definitely
Okay.
begging for the card draw. Probably
Okay.
need to be curving into it a little bit better than we are. But I think I still kind of like it. The Amateur
So just
Puppeteer
keep
is
that?
also tempting, but might be a little bit too slow in it. Let's just Sanguine.
Okay.
If we have Sanguine, that increases the odds of getting Puppeteer, so...
True.
That's very,
cool,
very
cool.
good.
Yeah.
Okay, looks to be bounce maybe. Anyway, a couple of 1-1s.
Protoss. The handler, right?
Might
To
as
kill
well, sure. Before he lays eggs.
it? I don't like him keeping that card hanging around.
What do we do here? Maybe a couple of sanguines. Yeah, sanguine suckers.
Job done.
Yeah, my arch nemesis, Crisscross. Let's see our own Xavius. Xavius.
Ooh, another charged gnome muncher?
This time for real? Let's see.
Okay.
Okay.
You shut your filthy whore mouth, Kris, okay?
Oh, show. Yeah. If you think the first game is not gonna be in the video,
Oh, I already know it is.
it's gonna be a progression from what it
Oh,
was to what it came to. Okay.
Oh
what
my
do we do
God.
over there?
Could play
Let's see
the
I won.
Oh, go ahead. What do you think?
I think just the Baron would be better. Right now we're really not doing much with this hand, not a single buff. Not really worth to be wasting our Buccaneer for this shit either, so play at Show Fallen, see what they'll do, and most probably Hero Power unless you get a Dread Count and you didn't, so Hero Power into the 2-1 and call it a turn.
Okay.
Next turn could be the 1 mana, or maybe Amateur into 1 mana. We don't want the Amateur to be too big, we want it dead.
Yeah, true, yeah.
This treasure ain't fit for us.
He is setting up some shit of his own.
Yep.
Okay, let's think about it. We could also just tempo out both the Amateurs and call it a turn as well. Is that better? It's faster. Is faster better? Gnome is gonna be 18 damage like that. After this thing is ready, it's actually gonna be 22, potentially 24, still a little bit short. Yeah, let's Amateur Puppeteer first, Spine Spellstone after.
I was gonna do the stone?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Because next turn this allows you to 2 mana Brittle Bone into 1 mana Amateur into 4 mana Dark Quilter, and that's gonna be decent.
Okay.
That is decent. So maybe we transition to Quilter into Poison Amateur.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Quilter with the top deck Poisonous so he feels dumb. And 1 mana Bounty Boy. Okay. Well, that was close to perfect. The 3-2 would have been ideal dead as well, because it is easily shadow steppable and such, but we have a taunt, so it should be fine.
I bask in the twilight.
8-8 time. Fuck. That is not ideal. Fuck. We're almost dead, so we're gonna have to heal a bunch.
Yeah. Fuck.
Alas, it's all ass. What you can do is no muncher into the 8-8 and hero power into the 1-1, and that's gonna kill the 3-2. So we take those still, and we're back to full. And here's back to fucking himself. Hero power to 1-1.
And you said hero power? Yeah.
Yeah, the 1-1. He did spend a lot there. He still has enough to do some obscene amounts of damage, but doubt he has the combo twice right now. Well, don't I feel silly right now?
Rise, twin shadows.
He doesn't, he's tempoing it. Well, joke's on you, we're into that shit. How's it going, Duel? Welcome. That's mildly annoying, but nothing a hero power can't fix.
Did he not attack with the 5-4?
He did.
Oh,
It's in the
okay.
history on the left.
Okay.
The 3-5 needs to die.
Punish them.
Yep.
Where are all them buffs at, man? Like, fuck.
Yeah.
Hero power into the 3-5. I think you tempo Brittle Bone. 3-mana Rainbow Seamstress and give it Poison Ooze. We're just tempoing the 7-5, 7-10 for something for him to fuck with. Because we're not very healthy. Yeah, you know it, Azer.
Yeah.
Okay. All the buffs bottom 12. All of those buffs bottom 12. Okay, no muncher is nice and thick. Thick as fuck. And also the Nerubian Swarm Guards are actually super cool. I mean, at this point, how does this guy deal with a bunch of 7-9s? That's the neat part. He don't. It don't. It don't. I'm down with that. Couple of those shits. And you could even kill the 5-4.
Oh, yeah, okay. Oh, so both of these? You want me to play both of them?
That's what couple means, isn't it?
Okay, sorry. No, I was...
Okay. No coming back from that.
Okay.
Our path is clear. We are here in the shadows.
Come on, bro. Why are we wasting our times? Come on, my evil twin. My mother has raised us better than this.
Right?
Harder, daddy. He's not dead, but... Actually, isn't he? Yeah, do the Sanguine, whatever. Tempo out the no muncher. Kill the Tauntaun, nothing but a face thing. He has figured it out.
Yeah! Let's go!
Oh, I didn't realize this was a final boss.
Yeah.
Cool. Cool. Well, yeah, the deck is very capable. Top 7k right there. You want to play something else for the rest of it?
Yeah.
Want to fuck some other deck up?